Cameras don't lie, but some footage just shouldn't exist. Today, we'll show you mysterious creatures caught on camera, strange beings no one can explain, captured in moments that will leave you questioning what's real and what's not. The crawling shape of Tromsø. You ever see something so strange that your brain just refuses to believe it? That's what happened near Tromsø, Norway, when a man zoomed his camera toward the hills. At first, it looked like something crawling on the sand, but when the lens focused, everyone froze. The creature looked half human, half crab, moving slow like it knew it was being watched. Its arms bent the wrong way, its body twitching like bad animation, but too real to ignore. Some said it was CGI. Others swore it was alive. Whatever it was, that clip still gives people chills every time it surfaces online. The Trail Beast of Oregon. They say the Oregon woods are peaceful, until they aren't. A tourist out for a simple walk stumbled on something lying beside the trail. Its thin, strange body looked nothing like any animal he'd seen before, more like the chupacabra whispered about in old Latin legends. Heart-pounding, he filmed a few seconds before running back down the path, refusing to look behind. That short video later hit the internet, sparking endless debates. Monster? Mutation? Or something that shouldn't even exist? The thing on the road. You know that feeling when you're driving at night and something crosses your headlights? Two friends were on a lonely road when their car slowed down, and there it was, a tall figure standing dead center in the lane, its limbs bending in ways no human could. It didn't move, just stared. The friends whispered if it was an alien or maybe a skinwalker from old tribal tales. They edged forward, the creature frozen in their lights. Then, as they blinked, it was gone. To this day, neither of them drives that road alone. The creature on the stairs. It started as a photo everyone thought was fake, until the full video dropped. At the base of a staircase sat something tiny, motionless, almost like a child lost in thought. But when the camera caught its face, the truth hit. Its eyes glowed like two tiny flashlights, staring right back. The thing tilted its head slightly, and that was enough. The person filming turned and ran, leaving the camera shaking. No one knows what that creature was, or if it's still sitting on some forgotten staircase, waiting. The goblin in the empty house. Everyone in the neighborhood heard strange sounds from the abandoned house, but no one dared check. One man finally did. Inside, he saw a small figure crouched in the shadows, its long ears and twisted face catching the dim light. Before he could even react, the creature picked up a stone and threw it straight at him, then vanished up the roof with unnatural speed. Locals later called it a goblin, a being said to haunt places left to rot. The man never went near that house again, and no one blames him. The Bald Crawler. It looked like an ordinary night at a parking lot, until the camera caught that thing. A small, bald figure was crawling across the pavement, its movements stiff but fast, almost like it wasn't fully human. It stopped near a wall, clawed at a poster, then turned toward the camera before vanishing out of sight. The way it moved, the shape of its body, it didn't fit anything we know. Some call it a prank. Others swear it's proof that something unknown walks among us, right where we think we're safe. The Street Reptilian. You never expect to see something unnatural under a quiet streetlight. But in a small U.S. town, a passerby filmed a figure that shouldn't exist. Hunched, with a long tail swaying behind it. At first glance, it looked human, but wrong. Its oversized head, curved back, and rough skin made it look reptilian, like it was caught mid-transformation. The strange part? A nearly identical creature was seen in China not long before. Could it be the same being, appearing in different countries one by one? The Ohio Spider Beast. Late one night in Ohio, a driver thought the road ahead was empty, until something massive crossed it. The headlights revealed a creature walking on too many legs, its shadow stretching like a nightmare. It looked like a giant spider, but with a tail, as if nature had combined two predators into one. The driver's voice trembled in the video before he sped away. Since then, no one's been able to explain what that spider-like monster really was, but the footage is enough to make anyone afraid of what might crawl out next. The park encounter. He was jogging at sunset, headphones in, mind clear, until he saw something sitting on the trail ahead. At first, he thought it was an animal resting, but as he got closer, the shape looked wrong. A black figure, crouched low, with pointed ears and a strange, stiff body. It didn't move, it just watched. The air turned heavy, his steps slowed, and every instinct screamed, "Don't go closer." Without a word, he turned and walked back, heart pounding. If that thing had stood up, he knew he wouldn't have made it out. The Dogman of Congo. In the forests near Kisangani, Congo, a farmer's camera caught something that still haunts him. Through the trees, a tall figure moved upright like a human, but covered in brown fur, its face long like a canine. It walked with purpose, as if it owned the place. When he zoomed in, its features came into focus. Not man, not beast, but something in between. The locals had a name for it: Dogman. Some say he filmed living proof of the legend. Others whisper it was something older and smarter.
The demon on the cliff. The mountains of Arizona are beautiful, but not everything there is peaceful. A lone traveler spotted a dark shape perched on a cliff and zoomed his camera in to see better. What he saw nearly froze his blood. The figure had wings slowly unfolding from its back, its body thin and twisted. Then it pulled something dark from its mouth, as if feeding on what we couldn't see. The traveler left with shaky hands and haunting footage. Whether it was a demon or something beyond our understanding, he never went back to that mountain again. The young Sasquatch. It started with what looked like nothing more than a tree. A short clip from Wyoming showed something crouched near the trunk, almost blending with the bark. But when the camera zoomed in, the outline came alive: long arms, strange proportions, and a head that turned slightly toward the lens. Some said it looked like a baby Sasquatch caught off guard. Others claimed it was something supernatural taking cover in the woods. The figure never moved again, but that single moment was enough to keep people arguing ever since.
The Chupacabra Chase. You can hear the fear in his breathing before you even see it. A man filming alone in a remote area captured something thin and bony darting through the dark. The creature's back was lined with sharp spikes, its skin pale and tight like bone. Then, in one quick motion, it turned and charged straight at him. The camera shook, the man stumbled backward, but somehow he kept recording. Some swear it was the legendary Chupacabra. Others say no animal moves like that. Whatever it was, it vanished into the night, leaving the man terrified and trembling. The Farm Shed Mystery. It was supposed to be a quiet night on the farm until something reached out.
A local farmer had set up his camera near an old shed after hearing strange noises. What the footage showed made his blood run cold. A huge, unfamiliar hand slowly extended from inside, then pulled back fast. When he zoomed in, a face flashed at the door, massive, dark-eyed, and gone in an instant. Too big to be human, too strange to be animal. Some called it a cryptid. Others said it was a trick of the light. But that single glimpse still haunts everyone who's seen it.
The Cave Encounter. It was supposed to be an adventure, not a nightmare. A man exploring a dark cave with a flashlight suddenly froze when the beam caught movement. Standing deep in the shadows was a massive, hairy figure, tall, silent, but watching. The sound of a low growl echoed through the tunnel, getting louder with every step it took toward him. Panic hit. The man ran, but the growl followed. When he finally escaped, the footage showed something real, something alive. And after seeing it, many stopped believing trolls were just myths. The Haunted House Rake. You'd think an empty house couldn't hurt you until you go inside. In May 2021, a vlogger hiked up a mountain to explore an empty house long forgotten by time. As he walked through dusty rooms, a faint tapping sound echoed from one corner. He followed it, camera shaking, until a pale figure suddenly appeared through a broken window, its body twisted, its face stretched, staring straight at him. He bolted out of the house, gasping for breath. Later, he swore it was the Rake, the creature people whisper about online. Whatever it was, he knew one thing. It saw him, too.
The forest giant of Oklahoma. You think you've seen trees that look alive? Wait till you see this. A hiker deep in the Oklahoma woods aimed his camera between the trees and froze. There stood a massive, dark figure, towering, still, and covered in thick fur. It didn't move at first, almost blending with the forest itself. But when the hiker zoomed in, the creature suddenly shifted, like it felt the camera watching it. Before he could react, the footage cut off. He ran out shaking, saying only one thing later. Whatever that was, it was watching him too. The Goat Man of Athens. It was supposed to be a midnight adventure, but it turned into a nightmare. 3 friends entered Stroud's Run State Park in Athens, Ohio after midnight, just joking around with a flashlight and camera. But deep in the woods, their laughter died. Ahead of them crouched a horned creature, half man, half beast, over something they couldn't recognize. When its glowing eyes met theirs, the friends froze. One screamed, the others ran. The footage shows it clearly, a goat-like head, twisted human frame, and the stare of something ancient. People call it the Goat Man, a legend of Ohio. But for those 3, it was real.
The Backyard Creature. You never expect to meet something unearthly just a few steps from your door. One quiet night, a man stepped into his backyard after hearing strange noises. There, crouched in the grass, was a thin figure feeding on something in the dirt. Its head was oddly shaped, its limbs long and stiff. To test it, he threw a stick. The creature turned, and its face looked unmistakably alien. Then, in one impossible leap, it jumped onto the roof and vanished into the dark. The man searched, but found nothing. Now, he keeps his camera ready, just in case it comes back. The Riverbank Mystery. A normal fishing day turned into something unforgettable on Alor Island, Indonesia. A group of fishermen were working by the river when one of them froze, pointing at a figure standing in the shallows. It had bluish skin, long human-like limbs, and a head shaped nothing like ours. The men stood in silence, unsure if it was alive, injured, or watching them. When they moved closer, it slipped beneath the water and disappeared. Some online called it an alien, others a hybrid experiment. No one knows for sure, but everyone agrees, whatever it was, it didn't belong there.
The Street Phantom. This short clip has left the internet divided. Filmed on empty streets, it shows a tall, skeletal creature wandering aimlessly. Its long arms ended in claw-like hands and a tail dragged behind it like a blade. The movement was too real, too fluid, making people compare it to a living xenomorph. There's no known source for the footage, no locations, no witnesses. Some call it CGI, others aren't so sure. So the question remains, was it a clever hoax, or did someone truly capture a being not from our world? So, which clip shocked you the most? Tell us in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe, because what's coming next is even stranger.